hunter or prey?
Do you seek companionship on your travels across the Deadfire? We have many animals on offer. Akira, you are sure...
So, it will be you, then. You do not know what... Then, I owe you an apology. I have collected many foes over the years. Some of them would sprint up the mountain to see me pushed. Akira? I am certain it took hard work to earn such a... As Nungata Whale Splitter, I cleared the jungles and seas alike of slippery creatures. I earned my foes later, when I hunted a deadlier prey. Ha! Bounties! You wild ibex. It's been years since I tossed a harpoon, so now I stay abreast of what bounties need filling. That's interested in taking up the trade? I warn you that I deal in the heads of the exceptionally dangerous. A lady needs standard. You assume right. Let's cut your teeth on clever Bena, infamous dwarf mystic of the obscure. Escape. Bena was seen traveling on an island. Deuce. Ask away, hunter. I miss traveling across the archipelago, answering to no one but my empty belly and... But this is it.
Pays coin to feed the great eel. He smells one touched by the great eel. You are a man who sits across a fire with death, Akira. For glutting mighty Tangaloa and hurling foes into their next life, rewarding those who appease the great eel. This is Barati's cause. Tangaloa rolls a hungry eye toward Dichila, a Valian captain who scouts for Luminous Adra. Akira. Tangaloa knew it would...
You songwriters need a guild if you hope...
As you like.
Well, as long as I don't get caught. I guess that wasn't so hard.
I shall make it so.
Not exactly my area of expertise. Watch and learn.
While I am flattered by the esteemed Hazanui's confidence, I must wonder how my people have destroyed an entire colony overnight.
You tell us. It's no coincidence that your outpost at Port Maje survived the recent storm.
You speak as if I could command the tides, while you are casting your blame in a wide net. Why not look to our Kahunga allies? We do not...
I say our guest forgets himself.
Brother, stand down. You are the one who mistakes my throne room for a sparring arena, an interesting visitor in difficult times. You cannot be here to deliver a favorable omen. Akira, I will take uncertainty over many alternatives. Allow me to apologize as I toss you before the wolves. This one is a watcher blessed by Tangaloa. I suspect that many of our questions about Hasongo will soon be answered. How quaint of you to point this out in a room of warmongers and You have the ear of the throne. Speak.
Ugh, I know this one. His parlor tricks frightened 10 years of every...
We assembled to discuss the darkening of Hasongo, one of Rawatai's colonies. Watcher, it seems you have the floor.
Huh. What sailor's tale is this?
There's no sane explanation for what's been happening. You keep waiting.
Does tilling the soils of the Eastern Reach drive all men mad? You sound as...
Have you not heard the rumors, Karu? An Adra Colossus marching across the sea. Sailor tales, but...
Gantanichese. I'm acquainted with the Watcher.
Tiverus? It explains...
I have seen things with him that are not even told in the most outlandish of sailors.
And I'm supposed to take 2 Valians and...
How came a watcher from half the world away to be involved in these happenings? Enlighten the court.
At least you've got gumption. Nothing worse than standing around in the middle of a storm. What are you asking of us?
Ah, well, by all means.
Acting on this threat would be reckless, and I believe our course is clear. We will set sail to the west of Nekataka. I would tell you to keep something to add, Hazanui. You have an eager look about you.
Only that Hasongo is a Rawatayan outpost. It would be useful for the Watcher to take one of our...
Ma'am.
Maya's an expert sailor and a better sharpshooter. The best the Brass Citadel.
If it gets me and Ashiza out of diplomat duty, we'd set sail with a drop.
And shut us out entirely? We have every...
Ah, Your Excellency.
That will be enough parading of champions for now. I'm certain that our guest...
Say the word and I'll shoot the tip off a Green Boy's nose.
I believe I have proven to be a competent ally in the past, Watcher. I hope that time will show you that the Republic's...
But this is unacceptable. How are we...
In the meantime, Watcher, I hope you'll meet me in the Brass Citadel.
I believe we are finished here. Aren't we popular? Take care at Hasongo. The Deadfire was over. Your allies will use you toward any end. Do not give your trust.
I say it is beyond time our guests lick their wounds somewhere else. Let's speak. While we have the chance.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Doubt is healthy, We can work. You're asking yourself, how did I let the Royal Deadfire Company plant an informant in my superiors might expect me to report it. I'm in this for a lot of information, a little diplomacy, and plenty of target practice. This whole campaign is a risk-benefit analysis. The Navy knows you're a gamble, and Rawatai is here to do some good work since the Huana can't seem to do it themselves. Maybe just try uncomplicated. Just the way I like. Oh, guess you ought to meet the bird. Ishi is smarter than he looks. Ishi, come.
That's a good-looking bird. Hey, Birdie. Hey, Birdie.
Takes practice before he'll listen to you properly. Did your friend suffer a head wound? Before we get into deeper waters, you've got a ship and a title. Being captain means more than just wearing a big hat. A lot of tough calls to be made. A crew can be like family. Let's say your galley cook was fixing to organize the rest of the crew into a mutiny. How would you handle it? Terror is a kind of loyalty, as my first. Of course, the only right answer is the one that works in a given time and place. I just wanted to hear yours. Mostly preemptive measures. We try to pull the. But enough about me. Glad to be aboard, Kath.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
And bombs. Shining God, light your path, stranger. We gathered what we could. Thank you, sir.
this a new beginning.
So it is you. I could not think of a reason why your ghost should... Another collection of spirits? The rumor was that Cadnua was destroyed, and you with it. I was sorry to hear it. The gods have a purpose for you. That when the priest spoke of Aethys' return, I volunteered to come, along with a few... That's putting it all very simply. But then, I suspect few of us have simple reasons for coming to the Deadfire. That sword was only meant to keep you alive through your ordeal. It's fulfilled its purpose. I don't know. I came here on, yet I was scarcely off the docks before the Valians were. You are a watcher still, yet you are neither cure you sought, and which I was weak enough to doubt. See, there. Determination will win out every time. So, his appearance has renewed your faith as well. I think for once I am content to wait. I would know if he has a plan for...
Seem to remember he already had one.
Yes, play the jealous child. All you knew of his...
Aethys had something he wanted to get done, and he chose Raid Ceres to pay the price. Say what you want about dear Woodens, but at least they got a will of their own.
You're right. That was uncalled for. I apologize. Each missive from the Deadfire raises new tumult. Some believe our Lord restored, while others doubt.
It doesn't seem like Aethys has his mind on forgiveness these days.
Take care.
God hears your prayers, surely as
Hungry?
I do.
Come on up. Don't be shy.
Maybe an inn next time.
If Peatley sent you, then you've got my ear. But we tried. Shipped some shares for charity. God, it's nearly 2 years back. Had the means to do some real good. But the guards wouldn't have it. Sent it all to the palace. Well, sure. I'd be beside myself for a chance to help the Reparo. Some folk don't think twice about taking advantage of us faithful. Maybe you're one of them. And an offering to Aethys could really help our efforts to... Much obliged for your generous... Of course. We'd be glad to lend a hand. But how'll you see our shares reach the Reparo this time? What makes you think it'll work now when it didn't then? Now hold on just 1 minute. I've got no beef with the Principe, but we're only here, within the tribe, by the grace of the royals. Our lives aren't a game. I know you want to do right by the Reparo. I do too, but I can't go kicking a hornet's nest to do it. What matters are the results. I can't idly stand by while the
Here for a meal? Just get in line.
Hey, there's a lady I'm looking for. Came from Deerwood. Short, got a bad temper.
I know an Alava, but that ain't a surname.
No?
Not real warm, that one. Stop by unannounced, you get a pistol up your nose when she answers the door.
Yeah, that's her.
Not that I noticed.
Huh. Must be laying low.
Just that boy of her.
She's got a son? How old would you...
I'd be happy to help you with the math.
Oh, I couldn't say. It's been years.
Wow, That's something.
Don't you want to know where?
Yeah, I was...
She's in her songo, last I heard.
Guess we'll look that way, then. Much... You know how I've been saying there's nothing more important to me? Well, I meant that. I did. But there's this other thing I need to see about. On the way, like. I was good, thanks. This woman, well, once Theos was gone, it was nice seeing them again. But I didn't belong.
We merely swallow our food fat.
Over there, across the ocean, it's like nothing even my parents missed most of it. And then, I thought last I saw her, she was going to New Hayamar. Anyway, I don't expect you to understand. But I gotta know, yeah, that's something. When I knew her, she had another little boy, just a baby. I never found out what happened to him. But guess he got a brother, though. No, but I don't...
Be welcome. We gather to honor the goddess, for we must earn the strength to it. Muhai? Do you know what you do? This woman you carry, Muhai has broken with Wahana. The queen has forbade that Muhai's spirit troubles you. A group of the Wapua came to seek Muhai's counsel, for she was known as a great navigator. Muhai misled the hunting party, and they were lost. All of us are Kahanga now. To harm Wapua, the Queen would have us join our tribes into one raised fist. There are those who kill by sword and those who kill by cunning. To the dead, it makes no difference. I say it was done for the good of our people. The trick...
And I say your queen is a shrewd leader. You should consider yourselves fortunate.
You would defy the word of our queen? This will not go
It is done. I can feel it. I am certain of it. My essence returns to me. You have greater loyalty within you than those of my own blood, Watcher. You have freed me. When I was yet not too sick to rise, and had hope of leaving the city, I hid away a jewel with which I will not sail again. I will find my way from here.
Each obstacle is a challenge we must answer. These are whetstones that sharpen us into fine blades. Do you believe so? It is not in might alone that Magran holds in Akira. Rain and wind is a better teacher than any priest. A fighter accustomed to it is an opportunity to learn. What good is a fighter who knows how to defend against a single enemy? If we must one day fight one another, such is Magran's will.
So you defeated this ship-devouring beast all by yourself?
I'm telling you, seen the view from up here?
You must gather. Before venturing forward.
Come closer to the altar. Come. I ask only for no talking. Not until we pay our respects to Bereth, to Rikuhu, and deity of life and death. I beseech you, digest all of my devotion. And Rikuhu, blessed be. All right. I will address end of the turn. I'm nearing it. But first, I've got to leave. Been wasting away for months. Can't say it's been easy. Dying's maybe you can see. I'm no death godlike. Bereth bestowed not one in my generation with a chime. A flawed messenger like me can't open the crypts. So my best chance is liturgies. Instructions for ritual preparations. When and how. Sir, all of this, it's under the temple. Carved in the mountain's caverns. They're the hanging sepulchres. The bodies are protected by Bereth's best. Better. The timing's getting tighter. I know you do. My eels. My infinity The coil resonates, but it's weak. You could unseal the way. Not just anyone can escape the hanging sepulchres. Alive. My time's waning fast. I'd best not let this. There's a sacred text. The eulogy, I need it. Of course, the tombs. They only open to the dead. What I prayed for decades, night to day, and night again. You're my best chance. Or only, maybe. Take the coil. I'll tell you what I can. He's no Juana, nor a death god like me. Read somewhere. Isair fought. Bereth kept him alive till he could make it to the temple. All right. I will address the dead with their souls. Not everyone's born so blessed the same. Your word beareth. Life is Kahopa. When they'd swallowed all, now all...
Most birds I've seen leave quite a mess. How is Ishiza so tidy?
He isn't. In fact, he likes to hide his droppings between grimoire pages.
Just when I thought I had to relax my personal boundaries.
I got this. I got it.
Keep your weather eye open.
Give me a real challenge.
I got this.
Have yourself a look at that, mates. Scallywag's hoe, Cap.
All right, but I'm keeping what's in there. All right. right, but I'm keeping what's in there.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Another
Let's
attack,
talk
Cap.
this over.
Not even close.
Still as a pond.
Take a gander over there.
I make it look better by comparison.
What did you find, Ishi? Can't hide from me.
Of course.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
Take that! Show him how it's done!
Boy, watch it.
Can't make a dent. Right here. We're losing folks! There's no need for that.
Can't move.
Love. This is futile! How do you like
Oh, someone wake up the ranch.
Not my best moment. That's how it's gonna be.
Matches my eyes.
Supplies! Get your supplies here!
Payment for heads. It could be no simpler, I say. Tell me, are you someone who walks the... Transmuting actions into payment is the alchemy that orders our world. I pay bounties so that death can bring order to life. If you would forge a coin bond, I know of people on these islands. Dugra the Ascetic is wanted for crimes against... The Orlan wanders the wilderness on the...
Candles and bombs.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Still hasn't learned how to take it.
Another attack, Cap.
Take that!
I'll be fine. Sleep soon.
I'll teach you!
He's lost Seraphim!
Lavaru beyond seek.
Show them how it's done.
Sure.
Ilarde. I normally despise unannounced visits, but then tell me, what brings you here in such spectacular fashion? And please, do not bore me now. I can forgive an excess of passion. A moment. You let us put our weapons away, so we can speak. I would expect no less. I am thinking we could be grand friends, you and I. You cannot have
The way he keeps saying friend really makes me feel like I can trust him.
And I need only a favor. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me. Alas, none of my people are what. Takano is a man of many vanities. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself with your unique talents. I am, after all, it would be best to avoid drawing when you have the cornet. Bring it. It is an old Juana artifact. A musical ages ago. It was part of a pair. Both are said to carry the voice. I do not believe in such. I have told you all you need to know of the cornet.
Did Kana ever get to meet Ishi?
Briefly, it didn't go well.
Really? Kana always seemed agreeable to me.
Oh, you weren't there for the White Flood. Ishi can purge his whole intestine at once if he's feeling ornery. Kana never wore that hat again.
Watch and learn.
Gather your party.
I'll be half worried about our friends from the Reach, Maya.
They were doing fine without our help.
Saying though.
Need something?